Today, in our sixth video module of a certificate course in cosmetology, we will be dealing with the adverse reaction to cosmetics and adverse reaction to the cosmetics used in spa and salon procedures. As all we know that cosmetics are mainly used for the beautifying the skin. It is mandatory to do the patch test of cosmetics before using it to rule out the sensitivity or allergy to the cosmetics. But if cosmetics are used without knowing your skin type, if cosmetics are used without knowing your type of hair, if cosmetics are used without proper indication, without proper concentration, then you may get the adverse reactions. So each and every cosmetics, before using it, you must do the patch test of this cosmetic so that whether patient should not land in the adverse reactions. So we'll see what are the types of adverse reactions to the cosmetics. The number one commonest adverse reaction to the cosmetics is the contact dermatitis. This contact dermatitis it may be irritant contact dermatitis, it may be allergic contact dermatitis, it may be photo contact dermatitis, and it may be the immediately type 1 reaction type of dermatitis. So one of the most common reaction is the contact dermatitis. Another one is the pigmentary changes. These pigmentary changes is also one of the adverse reaction. Many times you apply the cosmetics and you may land in the hypopigmentation or hyperpigmentation or depigmentation. Hyperpigmentation means your skin become darkened. Hypopigmentation, your skin become fainted, and in depigmentation your skin become white. These all are the three adverse reactions to the cosmetics if the cosmetics are not used in a proper way and if it is not used in proper concentration. Another side effect is the adverse reaction is the acneiform eruptions. These acneiform eruptions are also called as acne cosmetica or pamode acne. This is also one of the commonest adverse reaction to the cosmetics. If the cosmetics like steroids are rubbed on your back or on the cheek, and if it is to be applied for a long time, then that may lead to the acneiform eruptions. And if any cosmetics, if the skin is oily and you have used the oil based cosmetic, then again you may get the acneiform eruptions. You must know what type of cosmetic you are using, what is the role of that cosmetic, and what is the type of your skin before using that cosmetics. Another is the nail abnormalities. If you are applying any nail cosmetics, you must know the nail physiology, about the nail cosmetics which are using, and patient may land in the paronychia. Paronychia is a condition where you get the infection to the nail. Then onychomycosis, it is a fungal infection of the nail. Because of constant and regular use of cosmetics in a large way, your nails may become fungused or they may land in the onychomycosis. Or discoloration to the nails because of cosmetics, and there is hematoma. Many times many cosmetics may cause hematoma under the nail. These are the commonest adverse reaction with the nail abnormalities. And some common adverse reaction with the hair abnormalities, you may get the contact dermatitis in the scalp, you may get the diffuse alopecia in the scalp, you may get the folliculitis in the scalp, you may get the chemical burn if you apply any chemical in the scalp. So these are some adverse reactions to the different cosmetics. Now I am going to show you a chart. In chart, what are the procedures done and what are the adverse reaction of those procedures in the spa and salon procedures. Specific adverse reactions to spa and salon procedures. These are the commonest procedures done in the spa and salons. Some hair related procedures are hair cutting. During hair cutting, if proper hygiene is not maintained, if proper sterilization is not done, patient may get the tinea capitis. Tinea capitis is the fungal infection of the scalp. Patient may get the pediculosis of the capitis, means this is the lice infection of the capitis. So these are the hair related side effects. During hair massage or steaming or oiling, the adverse reaction is the folliculitis, breakages of hair shafts. During hair procedures done for hair perming, waving, styling, shampooing and bleaching, there may be the hair shaft fracture, breakage, split ends, frizzy hair, diffuse alopecia and the tractional alopecia. In case of hair weaving, you may get the seborrhea, matting and secondary infection. So these are the hair related procedures and their specific adverse reaction. Now we will see some face related procedures and their adverse reactions. In facials you may get acne, folliculitis, psychosis, Barbie means that is bacterial infection, and dermatitis, that is mean by the allergy. In case of acne treatment with high frequency and comedone extraction, you may get the scarring. If the comedone extraction is not done properly, you may get the scarring. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, also called as PIH, in case of high frequency. In for the third one, pigmentary treatment with the galvanic and ionotophoresis, you may get the PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. In bleaching, you may get the chemical burn. If the bleaching concentration is not proper, you may get the chemical burn, again post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, and scarring. In threading and plucking, there is the chances of folliculitis. Folliculitis is nothing but the hair follicle infection. Threading and plucking, again. In shaving, you may get the psychosis Barbie and tinea Barbie, bacterial and fungal infection of the beard area. In electrolysis, again you get the PIH and scarring. In chemical peelings, if you may land in the chemical burns, PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and scarring. So during chemical peeling, concentration of peel is very important. Non-surgical facelift, you may land in the muscle fatigue and electric shocks. In ear piercing, sit and split ear, and the most common side effect is the keloidal tendencies. In makeup, decorative, bridal and regular makeup, the commonest problems are the acne and folliculitis. These are some eye-related procedures, and we'll see the eye-related procedures and their adverse reactions. In eyes-related procedures, threading, plucking of eyebrows, as mentioned above, those are the side effects. Here, under eye treatments, you massage the creams and packs, again you get the PIH, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. In permanent eyeliner and tattooing, you may get the local trauma, injury to eye, mismatch color, leaching, skin tears, transmission of HIV and hepatitis B. So tattooing should always, under eye treatment, and this is the tattooing. Tattooing should be always done by under the supervision of dermatologists and with all precautions. These are the false eyelashes. When you use the false eyelashes, then there is trauma to the eye. These are some lips related procedures. Permanent lipstick, again permanent lipstick means permanent tattooing, again that cause mucosal tear. Other side effects as mentioned above, same as those are local trauma and injuries and etc. This is the permanent mole creation. In permanent mole creation, again the adverse reactions are the same. These are the body related procedures. Waxing, you get folliculitis. In growing hair, pseudofolliculitis, PIH and burns. In case of body massage and oil creams, you get folliculitis, secondary infection. And hands and feet related procedures, manicure and pedicure, cuticular damage, paronychia, bacterial and fungal infection, and nail dystrophy. So these are the specific adverse reactions to spa and salon procedures.